78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. All right, so let's talk about it, y'all. So unless you've been under a rock somewhere, you know that Devin the Dream Haney was moving up to 147 pounds to take on young champion Brian Norman Jr. for the WBO welterweight crown. And you also know that Gervonta Tank Davis, a man who Devin Haney has been trying to fight for well over 6-7 years, Gervonta Tank Davis will be fighting Jake Paul, right? So Gervonta Davis coming off a controversial draw against Lamont Roach, in which Gervonta Davis brought Lamont Roach up to 135 pounds from 130 pounds. So Lamont Roach was, in theory, supposed to be the smaller guy. And Tank was supposed to beat him up, you know what I mean? Have a nice highlight reel knockout. But what ended up happening is Lamont Roach stood up to Tank Davis and beat the brakes off of Tank. You know, he had Tank taking a knee at points of the fight with no penalty, no point being taken away, and all of that. And then the fight ended up being called a draw on the judges' scorecards, right? Now, most fans and observers thought that Lamont Roach won the fight. You can't find nobody who thought Tank won the fight. Nobody, not even Tank fans, actually thought he won the fight. This has further to degrade the self-esteem of Gervonta Tank Davis, and now the man don't even want to fight nobody. He don't want to fight no solid fighters no more, because cherry picking, he couldn't even get the cherry picking right. Lamont Roach was a cherry picking, and he couldn't get that right. So now he's like, look, I just need to get my money, fight Jake Paul for, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars, whatever it's going to be. And then I can ride off to the sunset and chill with my family, go get my therapy and all this type of stuff that Tank Davis is claiming that he needs, therapy and all of this, right? Jake Paul has been at the press conferences disrespecting Tank, calling him out his name, continuing to insult his intelligence, and Tank has not defended himself at all. This kind of reminds me of that remember that I don't know if y'all old enough to remember interview that Mike Tyson did with Robin Gibbons, and remember how Mike Tyson just sitting there looking like he was doped up or something, when Robin Gibbons was talking crazy about him. That's how Tank was looking when Jake Paul was talking to him. Like, bro, what's wrong with this dude? What is wrong with Tank? Why he ain't saying that? Why he ain't snapping back and nothing? So this is how I know his heart is gone from boxing. Whatever Tank got going on, he not listen. He don't believe in himself like that. He never did. Period. All this little the fake persona, the fake tough guy persona, is a blankie. You know what I'm saying? That's just a shield. You know what I'm saying? To cover up for the fact that he really soft. It's like dudes who wear hoodies for no apparent reason because they think hoodies make them look cool, or hoodies make them look hard, or dudes who say the N word in every other sentence, every other word because they think that make them sound hood or something. This is what Tank doing, right? Tank went to Kmart. He got the Allen Iverson starter kit. He got the braids, he got the tats and stuff like that. He got the jewelry, and and he can sell a certain image. But underneath all of that is you know what I'm saying, Kool-Aid, man. Kool-Aid in his bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? And the man hasn't fought none of his contemporaries. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, bro. Look, think about this. The man hasn't fought Devin Haney after all that time. He hasn't fought Vasyl Lomachenko after all that time. He hasn't fought Shakur Stevenson. This is a whole new era now. He ain't fought Shakur Stevenson. He ain't fought Keyshawn Davis. He haven't fought Teofimo Lopez, right? That's a lot of people. And we're not even Gary Russell Jr., Gary Antoine Russell, Regis Prograis at one point was calling out Tank like crazy. And all we kept hearing from Tank fans, no matter who called this guy out, y'all main excuse was, well, them guys too big for Tank. Tank is a little guy. Tank's still a little guy. Them guys too big for Tank. Or what have them guys done? Tank only fight pay-per-view fights. This type of nonsense they say, right? And for a long time, Tank fans kept telling us just to be patient. The fight's gonna happen. Man, Tank gonna circle the block. He gonna fight this guy right now for the money, but then he gonna circle. Like, listen, bro, y'all been saying that for over 5 years. 5 years is how long I've been asking for Tank Davis to fight any of these guys just so we can gauge who the best is. And for 5 years or longer, I should say, going back, I want to say what, 2019, 2018, going back to in those days is how long I've been waiting on Tank to step up and fight somebody. But whenever you bring it up, his fans, his hardcores act like you hating on him, you picking on him, right? So now what they do is they try to diminish Devin Haney because they know I support Devin Haney and his attitude and approach towards the sport of boxing. So then they unfairly attack Devin Haney and his father on their accomplishments. But you can't compare Devin Haney and Tank. Tank is an entertainer. He's like a WWE character, the Great Muta, you know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. He's not no a real boxer. See, this is how I look at it. When I think of Devin Haney, I think of Ray Leonard, right? Hagler, Hearns, Muhammad Ali, a boxer is what I'm saying. When I think of Gervonta Tank Davis, instantly I think of Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of entertainers, actors, and that's cool. And I've had to train my mind to put Tank over in that category. But what irritates me the most is his fans don't want to do that. His fans still want to argue with people about who Tank will beat, but they don't press the dude to fight none of these guys. Now he ready to retire. Now I seen Blue Blood video yesterday. Blue Blood, I think Blue Blood was saying he got in his from his sources that Tank up out of here. He done. He ready to retire. And that's how he acting. He acting like something wrong with him. He acting like he ready to retire. He acting like he got a crush on Jake Paul, scared to look him in the eyes and all kind of stuff. Like, what is you doing, bro? Every time Tank talking to I don't even want to get, man, look, y'all know, if y'all got any sense, y'all see what I see. Tank, he when he talking to some brothers, he get real hostile. He talking to some other people, man, this dude be like, just, look, let me show y'all. Now, y'all seen how he was looking at the press conference, right? Y'all seen all of that. I ain't trying to turn this into just a Tank roast, man. I want y'all to I'm going to play this clip and just look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his feet. Just look at how Tank is looking at this dude. Look how his nervous energy. He patting his shoulder and stuff like a little girl.
Up on 3 a.m. here. It's a late night. How do you celebrate a victory like this? Does it start tonight, tomorrow morning? Obviously, look ahead to Ryan Garcia. What's next?
I'm about to go get me some food.
Yeah. No, if you know, you know. I mean, I'm just saying. About to go get me some food. Whatever, man. But that's your guy. So, you can't compare Devin Haney and you can't compare Tank Davis to Devin Haney anymore. It's a wrap. Regardless of what happens to Devin Haney's career at this point, Tank fans will take any situation, any opportunity where Devin, if he loses a fight or gets hurt or anything like that, y'all take the opportunity to laugh and crack jokes and all this stuff, but then you don't demand that your guy do nothing. You don't demand that this dude do nothing. You comfortable with this man hiding under a rock and letting everybody else take care of business. Devin Haney is the youngest undisputed champion, multi-division champion, right? Champion at 135, champion at 140, and about to be champion at 147, inshallah. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty. LDBC, smash that like button and share the video. I'm up out of here, deuces.